Mis pancicos, Teshpa, hombre, Juan, primeramente, saludos y respetos going out to everyone. Yeah, that's the band. My boy's still in the hospital, still in the NICU, but it's all good. He's there to get better. And with that being said and established, I'd like to talk to you guys about drug addiction, overcoming drug addiction, its resources, and I mean, you guys should know the downfalls, So anyways, look, I paroled from prison December 2017, found a job in January, started working somewhere around late January, February, and then we stopped for a little bit, came back like 2 months later. Then I worked for a whole year, all the way from 2018 until COVID hit. You know what? Let me retract. So I paroled 2017, December, and then I find a job in around March 2018, landscaping, and then I lasted like 6 months. Then I went to another landscaping company. Then I did a music video and I got violated. Went ahead and did 90 days. 90 days for the violation, got out. By then I had already worked for 2 different companies in landscaping. And then when I got out, I believe it was 2019. That's when I started working around January, February, stopped for a little bit, then went all the way to COVID hit, So I apologize if my recollections are not exact to the point, but point being, if my recollections don't fail me, I didn't get high from 2010 all the way to like 2020. Then I tried a little bit, but then I stopped right away, and then periodically I got high for a day or two. But I was on intense parole. I was on GPS, high control supervision, so I didn't have too much room to wiggle, so around 2021, I got my girlfriend pregnant. We lost the pregnancy, and for some reason it hit me hard, So I'm not going to use that as an excuse, but that's when I started getting high continuously. Lost my job. Lost my place of residence. I was doing good on the platform with you guys. And then I didn't want to be fake, I didn't want to fake the funk. So, I just stopped making videos. I just stopped caring about everything, and it just went on and on and on. But I'm the type of person that if I want to stop, I don't need to go to rehab. My girlfriend gets pregnant again. It's a high-risk pregnancy. So throughout the 7 months, it was just back and forth, arguing and just all kinds of stuff, So I relapsed, kept on using drugs. And finally, I got a premature baby. He was so small, And some people say that postpartum depression is only for the mother. So I could tell you that it could apply to some of the fathers, So I'm not going to say I had it, but I didn't like seeing my boy with all those tubes and respiratory support, all that. But at the end of the day, it's something good because they're helping them stay alive and they're getting them ready for the free world, for him to be out here. My bad. I just took a shower, fresh out the playa. Yeah, sabes. So that's my testimony right there, bro. One day, I take my girlfriend to the clinic for for the pregnancy high risk appointment, whatever. Then they send her to the hospital. She stays in the hospital for a week and she gives birth to this little baby, you know. I named him Awisot. It's Awisot is an Nawa word. It means water monster. But in the Aztec culture, you know, when it's a water deity or goddess or whatever, monster, whatever, it's for all bodies of water, you know. So I grew up in a neighborhood called El Rio, which translates to the river. So it's a river monster, you know. It's like the goddess. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's Chalchihuitlecu. That's how I pronounce it, you know. But I'm pretty sure I'm way wrong. I'm not gonna spell it to you guys because the name is very long. But she's the goddess of water, rivers, seas, all bodies of water, you know. So same with Awisot. That's the water monster for all bodies of water, you know. In this case, the river monster. Anyways, to my understanding, you know, the Aztecs chose names, you know, that would protect them. Like, you know, Cuauhtemoc is the swooping eagle. They get it on their shields, whatever, you know. So I chose that name because it was the name of a king. The king, from my understanding, it was the king number 8, Awisot. And I think it's a beautiful name. And that's what I named my boy, you know. So once he was already here, you know, I was addicted, you know. I couldn't stop, you know, getting high. And I felt bad, you know, because I'm supposed to be like a role model to a lot of people that watch my platform or whatnot. And I'm not saying to look up to me because I ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know that some people do look to me for guidance or whatever, you know. So I'm gonna tell you that I'm not perfect. And you know, that was my bad, you know. I apologize if I disappointed you. And keep in mind, this is hard for me to let you know, you know, but at the same time, I'm not going to fake the funk and tell you that I'm doing good and everything's sweet, because it's not, you know. I still have my boy in the hospital and I still go through it, you know. But it got to the point that one day, you know, my girl told me fool, like, you're still getting high. Your son's in the hospital. Like, how are you going to go see him like that? You know, and it hit me. It hit me like, you know what, you're right. So, you know, I flushed half an ounce, boom. Then like a week later, I relapsed again. Then I gave away like half an ounce, another half an ounce. And finally one day, bro, I went to a party. I was sober for like 2 weeks. I went to a party in the barrio, you know, having fun with my friends. I relapsed again for like 2-3 days. And it was not for me no more at the moment, you know. So I just said, you know what? I'm being irresponsible. So with that being said, I'm gonna go cold turkey. And I did, you know, I did. So far it's been like a month and some change that I've been sober. And I mean, I've been around it. I don't feel like doing it, you know. Nevertheless, I'm not a hypocrite, so I'm not gonna tell nobody what to do. You know what I'm saying? But my point being is that some of you don't need help. You know what I mean? Because you could do it on your own. And that's fine. But some people do need help. And for those of you that do need help, I got the resource for you. I went to Vegas with one of my old friends. His name's Luis Antonio Tony Perez. In the city of Las Vegas, he is very well connected with all resources that you need to start a new life, get clean. And they have a movement over there of a network of sober living homes, you know, that are gonna get you right, and they're gonna get you ready to work, you know. And the homes are called sober homies. So I'm going to leave his information in the description. That's going to be the first thing you see on the description. His Instagram's on a mission. It's spelled a little different, but I'm going to give you his contact info. So if you have a loved one, if you yourself need help, if you want to acclimate yourself with a different atmosphere, that's your chance right there, bro. I went to Vegas this weekend, to do an interview with my friend Tony. I interviewed him, and he has a powerful testimony. You know what I mean? I personally, I am not religious, so I'm not going to sit here and lie to you saying that I believe in this, believe in that. But hey, if you believe in that, more power to you, bro. More power to you. I respect you for that. I respect your religion, and whatever works for you to change your ways, that's what's good, So, like I said, my friend Tony's connected with this one guy that runs all those programs, sober homies. And they have a quote that says, from the streets of gangs to the streets of gold. And to them, that's the word, that's the word of the Almighty. So, once again, if you need that help, if you have someone that needs that help, go ahead and stop the video, go to the description, hit the link on the description. It says to contact Brother Tony Paris. That's his Instagram. Contact him and he'll get you to the right people. They'll get you to Vegas. That's all you gotta do. Get to Vegas and you'll be straight. So with that being said, that's my testimony. Don't judge me. I'm not perfect. I know a lot of negative people out there are gonna be judging and whatnot. Yeah, I still go to the barrio. I still kick with the homies here and there. I'm not there necessarily looking for trouble. If I could avoid it, I'm not gonna get into no trouble. However, I do have some lifelong friends that I enjoy hanging out with, and I've known some of the kids since they were young, like little kids, and now they're grown, and I enjoy hanging out with them. So, I'm not fully recovered as far as renouncing everything. I still have friends from the barrio. I still go to my barrio, and so I'm just trying to be transparent. I don't want to be a fake ass fool on here and tell you a bunch of lies, So I know a lot of people are gonna judge me, but that's fine, I'd rather come at you the right way, with the truth, because one way or another, one day you're gonna find out, and then you're gonna look at me like, you know what, this was just lying to us. So keep in mind, I am human, and I do make mistakes, but this is my testimony. So with that being said, you guys have a firme week. I have a bunch of content. However, me and the cameraman I ended up working with the cameraman. We're not on the same page right now. Hopefully I get the content, extract it, so you guys can get it. And if not, it's all good. I could always make more content myself. So with that being said, you guys have a beautiful week. Stay productive. And pretty soon I'm going to start working again, because I'm already number 5 on the list for the construction in the union. So have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys soon.